Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In our previous video about ComfyUI, I showed how to install ComfyUI and how to run SDXL base 0.9 within ComfyUI. In today's video, I will walk you through the installation of ComfyUI Manager in the Control Center. I will also demonstrate how I resolve the issue of the missing ComfyUI Manager option after the installation is complete. This video will be a bit longer since I will be discussing some of the options found in the ComfyUI Manager menu dialog box. In the newly installed ComfyUI, you will only have this default UI and settings. So, without wasting your time, let's dive right into our topic. For those newcomers, please don't forget to subscribe to support my channel. On the GitHub website, we will notice that there are 3 methods for installing the ComfyUI Manager. For this tutorial, I will be demonstrating method 2. By the way guys, I'm assuming that you've already installed Git on your computer. If you haven't done so yet, please refer to my other videos on how to install Automatic 1111. In those videos, you'll find instructions on how to install Git. Check the description below for all the links we need. On the GitHub ComfyUI Manager website, scroll down until you reach the section labeled Method 2. Here, you'll observe that we need to install Git first. Here is the link to the Git installer. In step 2, we need to download this batch file. To download this file, simply right-click and select Save Link As. Then, choose the location where you want to save the file. You may place it directly into the ComfyUI directory. After that, run it by simply double-clicking on it. Now, let's proceed to run it using the NVIDIA GPU option. If you don't see the ComfyUI Manager here, your UI might be out of date. This might be the issue encountered by some of our viewers. Even after installing the ComfyUI Manager, it doesn't appear on the UI. But I'm not saying this is always the reason, there might be other reasons. In my case, this is how I resolve the issue. To update, close the UI and navigate to the ComfyUI folder. And look for the Update folder. Inside, you'll find 2 batch files for updating. Double-click these files to initiate the update process. In my case, I ran Update ComfyUI first. Once that was done, I proceeded with the second one, the Update ComfyUI and Python dependencies. Simply press Enter when you see this prompt. Now, let's run it again. You should now see the ComfyUI Manager here. When you click on this, it will open the ComfyUI Manager menu. Here, you will find various options. For this tutorial, we will first cover some of the menu options. Let's begin with installing custom nodes. Just click on it to open the installer dialog window. Here, you'll notice a multitude of nodes like this one, that are essential for image creation. Let's install the nodes that I frequently use, the efficiency nodes for ComfyUI. If you're curious about the purpose of a node, just click on its name, and it will instantly open the corresponding website for you. These nodes are a collection of ComfyUI custom nodes designed to enhance workflows and reduce the overall node count. The content on this website is identical to what will be installed here. The download link and the zip file here are the same. Now, let's go back to ComfyUI and install the file. Simply click the Install button and wait for the installation to complete. You'll see a message indicating that the nodes are being installed. You can also check the command prompt if you want to monitor the installation progress. This process might take a while. Once the nodes are installed, you'll need to restart the UI. Let's clear the viewport first. As an example, guys, let's grab and drop this image into our viewport. This file is from GitHub. I made a separate download to use as a sample, but you can also find it in the ComfyUI directory. Notice how well organized the efficiency nodes are. If you want to load the installed node, this is one way. Simply double-click on the viewport, and the node dialog box will open. In the search box, just type efficiency. This will display all the efficiency nodes. Simply use the color code as a guide when connecting the nodes, but note that this is not always the case. Now, let me delete this setup, and we'll generate an image using the workflow we downloaded from GitHub. Before we proceed to generate an image using this set of nodes, let's modify some parameter settings and the models. This is necessary because some of the models here may not be available in my ComfyUI. Let's change the checkpoint model and the VAE to the models available in my ComfyUI and leave the other settings as they are. Now, let's generate an image. This workflow consists of 4 nodes. As you may have noticed, an upscale node has been added to enhance the resolution of the generated image. However, it's still possible to generate an image using just these 2 nodes. As you can see, after the image is generated, it goes directly to upscaling. Alright, let's generate another image using this workflow, but this time, let's change the LoRa and checkpoint model. Let's also try to generate using only 2 nodes. Let's use the Install Model option in ComfyUI Manager to install additional models and see how it functions. For this tutorial, let's install the Upscale 4x Ultra Shrap Upscaler. Then the SDXL Offset LoRa and 512 EMA Prune Safe Tensors. We will install the 512 EMA Prune Safe Tensors model since we're going to generate an image with a resolution of 512 by 512 pixels. For the model installation, there's no need to restart the UI. Just a simple refresh will do. We will install them one at a time since we can't install them simultaneously. I think these model is relatively larger, which is why the installation process is taking a bit longer. Let's see the progress in the command prompt. It's approximately 5 GB in size. Alright, the installation is complete. You will see a message here asking to click the refresh button. However, there are instances where restarting the UI is necessary if you encounter an error, such as when you've refreshed but still don't see the installed models. Now, let's adjust our parameters to set the newly installed models. I'll disconnect the third node since we'll only be using 2 nodes. However, I won't delete it to demonstrate the error that will be encountered. Alright guys, since we're using the 512 Safe Tensors model, let's adjust our size parameter to 512 as well. I'm not entirely sure if this model was designed or trained for generating 512 images, but let's experiment and see what the output will be. If any of you have insights on this, please leave a comment in the comments section. I truly appreciate your input. Okay, everything is ready now. Let's proceed with generating an image. Look guys, the third node is highlighted in red, indicating that something is missing or needs attention, but it doesn't necessarily mean there's an error. I believe that if there were an error, it would prompt us with a specific error message. However, if we inspect the other nodes, we can see that the image generation process is underway. The image is decent, but there's an issue with the eyes. In any case, let's save the image and keep it for later use. Now let's try upscaling an image using the 4x Ultra Sharp model that we've installed before. Let's check if our downloaded model will work. Here is the node of the upscale model that we installed using ComfyUI Manager. If the newly installed model like Upscale Ultra Sharp model doesn't appear on the Upscale model node, just hit refresh. But if refresh doesn't work, try restarting the UI. Now, let's connect the nodes. This will be the connection of the nodes. I will disconnect this node first before we upscale the image. Alright, we have successfully upscaled an image. Let's save the file and move on to upscaling another image. Let's upscale another example. Let's choose this one, the one with the lower resolution. Let's see what the result will be. Let's save this with the same name, but let's add an _A for easy identification. Now let's open both files and compare them. Impressive. Take a look at the remarkable sharpness of the image after being upscaled using the 4x Ultra Sharp model. Now, let's see how to use the Install Missing Custom node. Let's clear the UI first. I will show you how to use the Install Missing Nodes option in the ComfyUI Manager. First, let's uninstall the efficiency node that we installed before. Let's load our sample image that we downloaded from the GitHub website. All nodes are highlighted in red, indicating that there's an error due to missing models or nodes. Now, let's use the Missing Custom Node option in the ComfyUI Manager to install the necessary nodes. See guys, once you click Install Custom Nodes option, it will automatically display the necessary nodes required for the workflow. ComfyUI Manager is truly convenient. Let's restart the UI and load our sample image again. Now let's load our sample image again. Look guys, the issue has been resolved. Alright, everything looks good. Okay guys, I hope this video has been helpful, even in a small way. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with others. Until my next video, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.